Alright, what's going on UKHH.com on numbers? We're doing another one of those straight to the point conversations. You know, those conversations that I have with certain people. Next to me is a brother called Mynature. Now I've got to give you a little background on this guy here. Imagine this, I'm walking Leicester Square, it's about 1 in the morning. And there's a car, and he's playing this track, super loud. And I'm walking by, and as I get close, I'm like, oh man, this track sounds hard. And I'm hearing the flow, but as I get closer, I stop, and I'm like, what? Who is this? Now this car, he's got blacked out windows, the bass is kicking out. Me being me, I'm like, I need to have this record, because I'm just like that. I knocked on the window, and as the window come down, I was like, bro, I need Comanche Sly, what's going on? Now you lot should know Comanche Sly is from Hijack, or one of many things. He's like, Numbers, what's going on? I said, bro, whose track is this? He starts laughing, he's got that big laugh. I'm like, bro, what are you laughing for? I need to have this song. He goes, is this one of yours? He said, yeah man, I just finished producing this, man. It's my boy Mynature. You're gonna hear about this kid. I'm like, bro, I need this song. He's like, boy, I don't know, man, like, it's not really me. I said, I don't care, man. I need to have this song. So what are you gonna do about it? He's like, I'll call you in a week. Anyway, during the week, we link up, and he comes down to one place I was DJing, gives me the CD, I take it, I put it on the radio, and what was that song called?
It's cool. Hold up. No, wait, hold it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Hold on, tips. It's called Hold on, tips. Yeah.
So I play this record on the radio, and obviously he gets a great reaction, and everybody's like, who's this kid? And that kid is this kid. He goes by the name of Mynature, alright? So I just wanted to give you a little introduction as to how I know this guy. But anyway, Minnie, good to see you again.
Good to see you, man.
I know it's 2013, yeah, man. We spoke in 2012, and you were saying that you were going to take a couple months out and just redefine your sound and come again in 2013. So it's June now.
With you,
that's halfway through.
Yeah.
So what's the situation?
The situation.
And this is straight to the point. So don't give me no BS now. Come on, what's the deal?
The deal is right now. We're just trying to take it to another place right now, which is that TV. Try to get some daytime radio airplay. So obviously I've had to like sort of redefine the sound, which is not so grimy. You know me, I'm known for that more underground sort of sound. That's the music I love making, but it's like, that's not the music that's gonna appeal to the masses. Right. So what we've had to do is basically just find a style what I'm comfortable doing, which I'm still being myself in, which the masses can listen to and not be offended by. You know, and like,
offended. That's
offended by it. That's it. It's not be offended, because you know me, I'm black. You know me, I'm black. I'm straight to the point. So some things might be offended. I don't know. Some people say I curse a lot, so it's like I gotta find a way. I gotta find a way to not. You know what I'm trying to say? Not use specific words that I would normally use, or I'm in my comfort zone using on my normal day-to-day basis.
Let me show you how bad this guy is. Like, when he's coming on the radio show, I've got to give him about 3 months notice so that he can write some clean lyrics, because he's just profanity ridden, this guy. But it's nice though, I still love it. But yeah, man, so what have you done then trying to make that happen? I guess you've got another project which is about to come. I know we've got Mr. Israp.
Yeah, we got Mr. Israp.
Some club banging, head banging
shit. Yeah, we got we got Mr. Israp. We've got another song called Loud. We've got a lot of music. We've got another song that should be dropping sometime soon called Louder, which is another, not like Mr. Israp. It's completely different to Mr. Israp, but it's that same feel good kind of factor, but it's still hip hop, but with other elements into it. So it incorporates other elements, so people that don't naturally listen to hip hop, there's something in there for them too, rather than just the blatant hip hop heads. Yeah. You know, and we got that, but alongside with that, we do have the obvious stuff, because we have to. You know what I'm trying to say? We have to. I won't have no music to present to you if that was it. So I've got to have the core for the core fans and the core fans of hip hop, the connoisseurs of hip hop. I've got that music on there for them too.
And that's something that's always in your music. I mean,
anybody
that knows you knows that you got a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the rap game, not just the last 5 years.
Yeah, no, it has. I can't put out something which hasn't got that in it. It just wouldn't be me. I've been doing this. I got into music because I love music, and I got into music a long time. And a lot of the MCs, they've got into music because they see something looks cool. I like that guy's jacket. I like how he looks. I didn't get into when I got into hip hop. It didn't matter what the MC looked like, what he dressed like, what jewels he had on. Like I came in, you're listening to Cannabis. I don't look at Cannabis as the person with the crazy swagger, but I didn't care. I just like what he said. half of the time I didn't even see his face. It was just more listening to his records and listening to him on the radio station and just liking and loving what he was saying and what he was rapping about. But now it's not, for a lot of these new MCs, it's not even based on the music and the sound no more. It's more based on the perception of the artist and the image and the perception of the artist. You get an artist, he's got jewels on, he's got everything on, and it's like, I want to be like him because he's got that. And because he's got all of that and what he's saying, all of us, because he's got it, automatically what he says is cool, rather than the other way around. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I look at you, supposed to look at MC's music and his rhyme pattern and what he stands for first, but it's not like that no more, you know? So I'm glad I got into hip hop in the era that I got into hip hop. You know, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of people out here that like younger generation. They've got it. They hit the nail on the head, but they got to take the time out to go and do their research and then come forward again. And when they probably done the research, when they look at today, they probably think, wow, ooh, you know,
it's not really matching up.
Yeah.
But so coming from that era where what you wrote and how you said it was very important, it was paramount in terms of how serious people took you as an MC. Is that something which you, because I understand it's probably a difficult task to maintain a high lyrical level and still make those records that people will actually gravitate to, which are not blatantly commercial. And
it is hard. It's very, 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 very hard. It's very, very hard. Ben, my manager, he's presented songs of mine to other radio stations, like, wow, you're gonna jump, you're gonna support this. And they be like, it's to us, this is the crossover record. But to them, they're listening to it and they're like, well, it's too worthy. It's too worthy. It's too worthy. We're like, oh, then, well, you play Eminem, Eminem's worthy.
Yeah.
You play Jay-Z, Jay-Z's worthy. But it's like, when we do it, it's too worthy because they're not used to, over here, they're not used to that. They're used to specific, I don't want to highlight any names, but they're used to a specific sound. And it's that sound which is just so basic. You know, but I think it's forming. It is forming piece by piece. Piece by piece, it is forming. I think that they're more ready today. They're more ready today for me than they was before. Right. Like, I can spit bars from 10 years ago, and it's like, to me, they're like 10 years, but to a new person, they'd be like, yeah, that's good. But they understand it. But at the time, they didn't understand it.
Yeah. So, you know,
the people that understood it, but
so
the masses, they don't understand it.
You know, I need an example now.
What a bar?
I need an example.
A bar, I don't know, I spit something grimy. I'm trying to say it's something grimy.
It doesn't matter, man, come.
Something grimy. I put, remember Bellyface?
Yeah.
I had a song called Internally Scarred. That I had a track that, this is like poetry. It went, it's some deep stuff. Can I curse?
Yeah, go.
Can I curse?
Yeah.
I went, yeah, imagine being in jail, imagine being in a cell, imagine being told that your older brother just died. Imagine that, listening to a bunch of cowards rap. Imagine packing straps, cocking the ammo back and banging that. Imagine witnessing your Marjay shed tears. Out on parole, I've been doing bird over them years. Imagine how the pain hurts. Imagine how my brain works. Imagine how I put it together. Imagine looking for cheddar. Imagine how I feel, so I got plenty to say. Imagine running up in the post office screaming empty the safe. Imagine holding people hostage, I got this. Imagine licking securical boxes. Imagine it going off for you. Imagine busting it open, money covered in ink. I did it, it's nice in it, knowing it washes off a white spirit. Mynature the illest in this country. These rappers can't test me, I'm hungry. That's like 10 years ago. Like, it's almost 10 years ago since those bars, but it's like, I can still spray them and still feel today. See what I'm trying to say? But it's like, when I was saying that at the time, I think people wasn't listening to what I was saying. Like, the actual poem, the poetry and the pain that I was trying to say. It's not my most complicated scripture, but it's like what I was saying, the message is what I was saying, like my life. People wasn't listening.
But they're getting to know you now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With the consistency of the releases, people are starting to understand. And I've got to say, one thing I do like about you is that he's funny, he's a funny guy. You know what I mean? If you're hanging around this dude, he's just always laughing.
Yeah, man.
Which is, you know.
That's it, man. That's it. There's no point in me trying to be depressed and depress everybody else. Life's depressing as it is. You know what I'm trying to say? Life's depressing as it is. The last thing I want to do is depress you and upset your day. Yeah. You know, as human beings, all we could do is uplift each other and help and use this music to, because music pulls each other together. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the other day, a Nepalese kid come up to me and he couldn't even speak English too well. And this guy was like, oh, Mini, like, you do music, I see you on the net. Like, you good. And it's like, this guy don't even know me from nowhere, but he just see me on the net, he's recognized me, and that's his way of talking to me. So like by him saying that, it's like now we've got conversation, we're talking, I'm looking at him, I like his swagger, so now we're talking. He's like, now whenever this guy sees me, he's like, we can talk to each other. And music did that. If there wasn't music, this guy probably never would have spoke to me in his life.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so music's an uplifting thing, you know?
So in terms of this new project now,
Yeah.
I know Mr. Israel, you just finished the video.
Yes.
Which is just out there,
We just got that put onto AKA and Flavor. So I don't know. There's a number. I ain't got the number with me. Basically, you can basically vote.
We'll put it across the bottom of the screen.
You can vote. Yeah, you can make sure you vote and get that so you can see the video live on Flavor and AKA. And we're gonna push and get that push to MTV and do what we can. You know what it is? We're just trying to make the best out of a situation that people are not used to. This is how I look at it. We're trying to make the best out of a situation that the masses are not used to. They're not used. Like, do you used to it? You're used to good hip hop. You're used to good hip hop, but the masses are not used to good hip hop. So what it is we got to fight to get our point across. We got to fight. Like it's like a war. It's almost like a war right there. It's like you got these MCs and these MCs. I don't respect them, and these people they sort of respect us, but they don't want to. It's like that's not current. So they don't want to. They want to deaden our stuff so their basic rap can dominate and make all the money. So it's like I'm just fighting. I look at it as like I'm fighting a war. Like for me, connoisseurs, any hip hop connoisseur, they're gonna champion what I do, because I'm not just rapping for me. I'm rapping for them. Because if I get through and something happens, it's like it makes their life easier to come through too. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like a lot of artists, there was a lot of artists before me, and there's still a lot of artists.
It's like when you go back to the raucous days, and then you know, Fairmuch got another turn, and then before you know it, Kweli was coming through. Then Mos Def. And that kind of era, you know what I mean, it kind of brought back the lyricism. And you know, the kind of the intent of making sure that when you came out with something, it was impressive. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but you know what it is like I put it to you like this. Yeah, there's a lot of MCs out there. There are a lot of underground MCs out there. But I'm looking at when you add it to how many of them are actually pushing their stuff, like, and really trying to make their mark. It's like it's more kept to themselves. It's more kept to themselves, and it's like, okay, everybody knows you're good within your home, but they're not really trying to make an impression. So there's not enough of us out there trying to do something to make that movement happen. I'm talking about take it in a big place and take it properly. There's not enough of us. And within the less talented MCs, there's more of them. You know, pushing, approaching these DJs, attacking these DJs, so these DJs don't even want to play a talented MC's music no more. Doesn't make no sense. There's not enough of us. We prefer to play them because at least there's a foundation, there's a platform, there's enough for these that come with a fan base. I might as well put these and listen to them. They don't want to listen to me. It doesn't matter if I'm good.
We're going to change that. We're going to change that, man. We're going to change that. So listen, new project, because we got to wrap this up. What's it called? The new project. You know what? We don't exactly have a name for it yet. We don't exactly. You know, I'm not gonna lie. We're still making a lot of new music. We're still making a lot of music. If I wanted to, between me and you, if I wanted to, I could have wrapped this up last year. I could have wrapped this project up last year. I can wrap up a project in 2 weeks if I want to. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. All it is I just want to make sure the quality. We just want to make sure the quality control is up to scratch, and make sure that every track has meaning. That the album has journey. It all makes sense within the skits. Everything just makes sense. You know. So it's like I don't want to wrap it up yet. I can wrap it. I can finish it and say, yeah, we got enough songs. But we ain't got enough songs until it's over. There's still enough time to drop. So as long as there's enough time, I'm gonna keep making going. Music. I'm gonna keep making as much. I don't care if I got 1,000 of those hits there. I'm gonna make as much songs as possible, and then we just pick out the best ones and the ones that help that journey and create. I'm trying to say create that image that we're trying to create and push it out there. You know, but it's looking good. It's looking good, man. It's looking good. I'm talking both sides. I'm talking that from the commercial sides and the underground. I'm walking both paths. That's how I have to. I'm walking both paths. You know, so it's like I don't know what I'll be doing. I'll be putting out a more commercial sort of sound, and underneath that I'll be putting out a harder sound, which is the harder sound is actually my comfort zone. That's what I prefer to be. But it's like there's no money in that lane, man. There's no money, and it's like, come, I'll be a fool to be spending all my money. I'll be paying all these, we'll be paying all these pluggers and stuff. I'll be a fool to be spending all my money. No, I don't want to make no money back. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm not rich at it, so it's like, hopefully, this has been my career. This is my career, and it's like, if this is the career, I can make money out of this stuff here. Like, yes, it's an investment. This is an investment, and if I can get paid for doing something that I love doing, that's the one.
We're all happy.
You know that. That's the one. That's the one.
You know?
Listen, I'm gonna step out the camera now. I'm gonna let you finish off with a bit of miniature poetry.
Want some poetry? I just come straight off the block, you know, so I got to spit some.
Watch out for this guy.
I just came straight off the block. Can I spit some grime? I just came straight off the block, yeah, so I'm gonna spit that trap shit. I just can't come at the trap. I shouldn't be saying this anyway. Is there any beats or they don't need no beats? Don't need no beats.
Nah.
I fuck a beat, man. Listen, hey Mini, man, I'm hungry for this dough. I beg you, bring me in. Give me a couple Zeds so I can get back on my feet, cause shit is peak. I hear this shit every day of the week, ringing out the blue saying they wanna speak. Some of these men have got a cheek, but we ain't even cool like that. Wait there, some man have got a cheat, cause we ain't even cool like that. Asking questions, wait there. Man, fool like that, yeah. Never trust a man with his Never trust a man with his desperation. Here's this jewel here. Never trust a man with his desperation kills. Have even your close friends run up in your house waving a steel. If I lent you money, would you spin it or spend it or muck it up and do a runner? Getting rid of our friendship. Are you the type to beg me for a grand? Once it's in your hand, mess it up and say some shit like it's just a bag of sand. Damn, that's messed up. Don't play with me, bro. Don't forget yourself. Just remember that you came to me broke. I put so many on. They said they were serious, but was petty dons. A little bit of money makes these villains act very funds. You don't respect though, that's why I had to let go. I'm bounced like techno, help you again, heck no. My weaknesses is feeling sorry for these lames, looking at me like they're in pain. I do well, I just want them to do the same. My kindness keeps coming back to haunt me. Don't make me resort to the violence that the streets taught me. You went and burnt down the bridge I took time to build. You bums keep messing around, you get yourself killed. This ain't just lyrics to me, nah, this is how I feel. When you was dead broke, didn't I help you pay them bills? But now you're in the hood, telling niggas I ain't real. You're trying to buy a new car, I'm trying to make meals. I can't wait to leave here, why do I have to be here? Dumb villains in and out of prison every year. Coming home with a little bit more size. Talking like money grows on trees, someone's telling you lies. Man are dropping like flies. Everybody wants to be hard, that's the easy part. The hard part is to be wise. Truthfully, I practice my preaching brutally. As long as I'm still standing, there's nothing they can do to me. My bounce back ability is incredible. I've taken all the hits, God can throw at me, but still I look impeccable. Having no paper is not acceptable. Fuck a nigga with a rep bigger than his money stack. I seen him in prison begging to double bubble packs of burn. Trying to tell me how they robbers and shotters sounding like tossers. I took time to watch and I've seen enough. The economy's in a bad state, the streets are rough. Nerdy kids on the internet speaking tough. Man talking like they're gonna kill me, they can keep their bluff. How can somebody be fucking since 1995 and still look this fresh? Even I'm kinda surprised. I still got my sanity, wisdom and education. My food connect can tell you I live up to my reputation. Ain't even gotta pay, they just give them to me. What I say makes a lot of sense, so you should listen to me. Man, I represent the smart villains. They know what's popping, whether you're in a prison, on the block or in a coffin. I'm a smart villain, but when I start tripping, I got a team that will leave your face half missing. Hello, please mellow when you're round Temo, cause my blocks like the ghetto, move bricks like Lego, check. Forget sitting in a cell over beef, Dunny. Round here we teeth money like Lee Murray. Forget the other side, we watch them kill each other. I'm probably over chump change. Silly brothers, I ain't got time to do time, cause time is money, so every time I get doing time, every time it's funny. Look, villains are brainless, messing up parcels, how shameless. Ain't got nothing to show but new trainers. And robbers ain't robbers looking for someone to stick up. They love to be a shotter, but they ain't got dough to pick up. All I see is desperation while we're celebrating. Copping big guns, that's what I call preparation. Blah. Yeah, you've been watching Mynature and this is an exclusive for UKHH.com. Blah.
Mynachure's the deepest, ripping them to pieces. Scripts are holy, I'm the equivalent to Jesus. Chuck Norris with the bars, kicking through the speakers. Crown on my head, I should be living where the queen is. I'm as ream as a 60 plate beamers. See the man in the mirror? Genius. They think they're on my level, dreamers. All my dons have got stripes, zebras.